Oh, boy. After the miracle that happened on Sunday, you guys are going to get a free preview of everything, or almost everything, behind the scenes that I'm doing to upgrade my office as we get ready for some Minnesota Fever basketball. What's up, Daniel Barry? I am currently in the process of streaming this. I decided I'm going to stream this everywhere. I'm going to stream this on Instagram. I'm going to stream this on Twitch. And I got 5 minutes to get this done, because we tip off at 7:30 and we are going to start our broadcast on time tonight. Because after the audience we had on Sunday, I know darn well we can duplicate it. Where's the key? There's a key right there. Where's the Instagram stream? Right there. Okay. Boom. All right. There it is. Bang. All right. We got our Instagram audience. If you like what you see and what you hear, please donate to the cause. You can do it with a super chat, and you can do it with a Cash App donation, a PayPal donation, or you can do it with a donation to my GoFundMe page. It's gofundme.com/Snowman's Road to Recovery. I am absolutely determined to make this pay off and to make this a way that I help my family. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Mm. Taking a deep breath because of something I have to tape on Sunday. I'll discuss that throughout the night. All right. Time for some basketball. Doggone it. Why are you? Okay. Since you won't operate there, we'll operate here. Get over here. This is what I've run into every single time, or almost every single time I've tried to do a a Fever game this year. Almost every time. Bingo! Okay. That and that. Bingo. And that. And that. There we go. All right. You guys are not supposed to hear that. Sorry about that. We're also going to be keeping an eye on the Blue Jays game tonight for my dear friend Callie Greenshields, who is here, and she will provide some trivia for us. Gainbridge Fieldhouse is the site. It's the Minnesota Lynx, the league leading Minnesota Lynx, and the Indiana Fever from Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana. And I'm going to tell you guys, this football season, we are going to have some fun. And lots of it. If I get a chance, I may get television voice Pat Boylan on the show. I just might have to do that. And we are live on Instagram. Yes. That's the first time I've streamed on Instagram in years. I mean that, in years. How many of you guys were here that have tuned in? How many of you guys were here for the miracle that was Sunday afternoon when the Indiana Fever erased a 21-point deficit to win in overtime? Person you need to watch is Hot Rod Williams. Here we go. Bridget Carlton, Alana Smith, Hot Rod Courtney Williams, Jessica Shepard, and Kayla McBride. Remember, Nafisa Collier is out this game. Mitchell, Sims, Howard, Boston, and Hull will get the start. The Fever will be minus Sophie Cunningham, the third guard in their rotation to go down with a major injury, as they lost her to a torn MCL for the remainder of the year. Minnesota and Black Fever in red. Off we go, and the Fever have it. And Odyssey Sims will bring it up. Fever come right to left as we see it. And as you folks are listening along at home with this, Boston left to the key, holding and looking. 16 to shoot. Boston on the move to the right. Picks up her dribble, finds Sims. In the corner is Hall. Underneath to Howard. She's got a layup. 2-0 Fever. 9:38 left in the first quarter as Williams trots it up. Hot Rod Williams in the front court. Outside right. Picks up her dribble and places to McBride. Back to Williams. Williams on the move to the left. To Carlton on the right wing. Carlton holds and looks against Kelsey Mitchell. Now to Alana Smith. Hands it back to Carlton. Carlton spins on the dribble left to the key. Floats the 10-footer in the lane. Nope. Rebound underneath is grabbed. Here's a three-pointer on the way. That's no good. And Aaliyah Boston the rebound. Outlet pass Sims. Sims on the fly all the way. That pass was intended to the left corner for Lexie Hull. It was tipped out of bounds. And it will stay with the Fever with 9:02 left in the first. They come into Lexie Hull. A three-pointer from the right. Splash! They hit a lot of those down the stretch in Connecticut. And it's 5-0 5-0 Fever. 8:50 for the first. Alana Smith to Courtney Williams. Back to the left side for Jessica Shepard. Shepard on the drive to the free throw line. Comes up shooting good. That's Kayla McBride. McBride with her first bucket. 5-2 our score. McBride averaging 14.5 points per game. Bounce pass underneath Lexie Hull. Hull in the lane. Fadeaway shot in the lane is good, and a foul called. 7-2, and they're looking for 8. Indiana off to a great start. 8:25 left in the first quarter. Lexie Hull in her fourth year out of Stanford to the free throw line. It's on the way, and it's good. 8-2 in favor of the Fever. 8:25 left in the first. Hot Rod Williams trots it up. Williams across the timeline into the front court outside right. Williams backs in. Alana Smith sets the screen to Alana Smith underneath to Jessica Shepard. She goes up with a reverse layup and scores. That's Shepard's first bucket. 8-4. Right back come the Fever. Front court to the right is Odyssey Sims. Natasha Howard, a one-bounce dribble to Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive, left of the lane, underneath to Howard, goes up with a wild shot. That's no good. Rebound tipped on the floor. Minnesota brings it down. Carlton with the ball. In the front court is McBride. McBride to Shepard at the free throw line. On the right side, Alana Smith. Alana Smith holds and looks. A bounce pass to Shepard. Shepard to Williams. Hot Rod Williams on the drive, right of the lane. Underneath to Shepard. She lays it in. It's a 2-point game. 8-6 our score, and 7.5 remaining in the first quarter. Sims in the front court, now to Boston. Boston holds and looks, and Boston has to play aggressive tonight and throws it out of bounds as Boston was looking underneath on a backdoor for Odyssey Sims, and they turn it over. Stephanie White is your head coach in her second stint with the Indiana Fever, third season overall. She has a career record of 111-72. She's looking for win number 112, playing shorthanded tonight. In the front court is Hot Rod Williams. Williams to Alana Smith. Smith holding on the right wing. Holds and looks. 10 to shoot. Finds McBride. McBride to the free throw line. Gives it back to Smith. Smith starts in the post against Aaliyah Boston. Backs in. Smith whips a pass underneath to Shepard. Shepard goes up. Nope. 24-second violation. All right, let's have some fun. At the end of the first quarter, we're going to do our first raid. So you guys be ready to show some love to some of my friends that are streaming tonight. I'll listen for them. I can hear them on my end to acknowledge that we're bringing a raid to them. All the way is Kelsey Mitchell to the hole. Scoops it up. No good. Follow Boston. No. But a foul called, and Boston shoots two. Foul is charged to Carlton. That's her first. There's the one I need. We're going to raid Pure Adrenaline Sports first. 6:42 left in the first quarter. Aaliyah Boston's free throw is good. 9-6 is our score. Second free throw attempt is short. Rebound comes down to Carlson. Outlet pass, Hot Rod Williams. And here she comes. Williams in the front court. Stutter step dribble. Out to Shepard. Shepard holds at the free throw line. Now picks up her dribble. Finds Williams right of the lane. Comes up shooting. Lexie Hull the rebound. Out front, Kelsey Mitchell. On the right side, Lexie Hull. Lexie Hull. Three from the right. Good. I should give it a splash for that. That's her second 3-point goal. 12-6 in favor of the Fever, and 6:12 remaining in the first. In the front court is Carlton. Carlton has it off to the right. Bridget Carlton on the dribble to the right corner. Out front, Williams. Williams holds and looks against Odyssey Sims. 11 to shoot. Williams to the free throw line for Carrington. DJ on the drive, right of the lane. Fakes. Turnaround jumper. Good in the lane. Underneath to Boston on the fast break. And she lays it in. 14-8. 14-8 in favor of the Indiana Fever. 5:39 left in the first. Hot Rod Williams straddles the baseline. A pitch out Alana Smith. Alana Smith on the drive. Into the lane. Steps through. Forces a shot. Blocked, but a foul called on Boston. All right, folks. Here's our first raid of the night, and it's going to be for Pure Adrenaline Sports. So go over there and show him some love. First free throw. No good for Alana Smith. 5:32 left in the first. Second attempt on the way. No good. Rebound. Natasha Howard saves behind her back to Aaliyah Boston. Great save by Howard. Backdoor Lexie Hull on the way. Lays it in. Lexie Hull, 8 points in the first quarter. And we're halfway home, and it's 16-8 in favor of the Fever. Meanwhile, Hot Rod Williams in the front court finds Alana Smith, hands it off to DJ Carrington. DJ on the drive to the free throw line, comes up shooting, rimming, no. Rebound tip. Alana Smith has it right of the lane. Out to DJ Carrington. DJ Carrington drives in on Lexie Hull, flips it to to Shepard on the drive, lays it in. 16-10 and 4:50 remaining in the first quarter. Indiana off to a great start. Not like Sunday. Here's a three by Mitchell out front. Nope. Long rebound taken down by Minnesota. Natasha Heidemann in the front court. Finds Alana Smith. Back to Heidemann. Heidemann works off of Alana Smith's screen. On the drive, left of the lane, all the way to the hoop. Shoots it in and draws the foul. Lexie Hull picks up the foul. That'll be her first, and that'll send us to a timeout. 4:34 remaining in the first quarter. The Fever out of the gate, playing great. 16-12. They have the lead on the Indiana Sports Hub. All right. Here's our first raid, folks. And it's for Pure Adrenaline Sports. Let's go show him some love with a raid. Let's go show him some love. He asked me to post my link for tonight's broadcast. So whoever gets there before me, if y'all can do that and post our link to tonight's broadcast, that would be absolutely fabulous. We had almost 200 live viewers at one point during the game on Sunday. There we go. I can hear him in our ear. There we go. All right. Okay. I'm posting my GoFundMe in a Pure Adrenaline Sports' chat. Oh, come on. Doggone it. Oops. There we go. All right. We got Pure Adrenaline Sports situated. The Mets lead Atlanta 1-0. That's the game that he's doing. Make sure you go to Pure Adrenaline Sports and show him some love with a like and a subscribe if you would. All right. I think we got smacked with a brain bender. Callie's brain bender, the first one. What was the Lynx' worst season in its history? What is the worst season for the Minnesota Lynx in its history? It hasn't been recent, tell you that much. It has not been recent. What in the world? 5 players out for the Indiana Fever with an injury. Caitlin Clark with a groin injury. Sydney Colson gone for the season with an ACL. Arian McDonald gone with a broken foot. Chloe Bibby is out with a knee injury. Oh my gosh. And Sophie Cunningham is out for the year with an injury. Oh my gosh. Chloe Bibby out with a knee injury. How much more shorthanded can the Fever get? Free throw on the way. Good. So Heidemann hits 1 of 2, and it's 16-13. Aaliyah Boston on the move to the right. Boston lost the ball on the floor. Minnesota comes out with it. Over the top pass to DJ Carrington. Carrington has it right of the lane. Spins into Natasha Howard, and a foul called on Kelsey Mitchell. I beg your pardon. How is that? How is that? Oh, goodness gracious. Carrington to come in. She comes in play to Heidemann. Heidemann on the drive to the free throw line. Heidemann starter step dribble, plays it to the plays it to the left corner for Carlton. Works off the Alana Smith screen, and now we get an offensive foul on Alana Sims. Alana Smith, I beg your pardon. Figure out our next rate after the break. Caitlin Clark is not playing, and I suspect she'll be out for the remainder of the year. A three by Mitchell. Splash! 19-13, the Fever have the lead. 3:50 remaining in the first. They're out of the gate playing great. They're 3 for 4 from three-point land tonight. Heidemann on the move to the left. Backdoor pass underneath. It's stolen. Lexie Hull comes out with it. Hull on the fly in the front court, outside left. Hull standing dribble. Pitches it back right side to Mitchell into the right corner for Odyssey Sims. Gets everybody out of the way. A three on the way. Splash! Back-to-back splash, and that was Shea Petty, the fifth-year veteran from Temple, and a 9-point Indiana lead, 22-13, and 3:20 remaining in the first. Carrington had the ball off her foot. It's a kick violation. Dudu McCracken, is Caitlin Clark playing? No, she is not. She is still out with a groin injury. I have 3 rules. Be courteous, be nice, be respectful when you chat. And a bonus rule, no spoilers. Into the lane and to the hoop goes Jessica Shepard, and she lays it in after her body's crashed everywhere. 22-15 and 3:05 left in the first. Petty has it in the front court, out front of Leah Boston. Boston on the move to the right, hands it to Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell straddles the three-point stripe, guarded by Carlton, 12 on the clock. On the left side is Petty. Petty holds and looks, guarded by DJ Carrington. Brianna Turner sets the screen. Out front Mitchell on the attack, all the way to the hoop from the left. Nope. And the rebound, Jessica Shepard. Minnesota on the run. Shepard in the front court. Shepard on the move. Shepard has it off to the right. Back to the left side for Carlton for 3. Got it. And they get their first 3-point goal of the game. And Carlton gets their first points. 2.5 of the first. Indiana 22, Minnesota 18. Out front it comes to Aaliyah Boston. Boston on the move to the right. Works off the screen to Mitchell. A wide open 3. Splash! That is their 5th 3-point goal of the quarter, and they lead by 7, 25-18. And 2:09 left in the first. Heidemann brings it up. Heidemann in the front court. Now finds Klindikova. Klindikova to Carrington, and a foul called on Lexie Hull. That'll be her second. Or is it? If you're going to leave Kelsey Mitchell that wide open, then she's going to knock him down. She tied her career high on Sunday. Here's McBride into the lane. Lean in, flip. Nope. Rebound, Brianna Turner. Out to Mitchell. 1:49 left in the first. Mitchell outside left. Mitchell on the drive to the free throw line. Pitches it right to Shea Petty. Petty on the drive. Over the top pass to Mitchell. Mitchell splits the double team. Flying to the hole. Lays it up. Nope. But a foul called, and Mitchell shoots 2. .136 left in the first. And Mitchell, the 8th-year veteran out of Ohio State, will head to the free throw line. We have a college football double dip tomorrow. We'll start the party at 11 a.m. with a special hour-long Saturday pregame pulse where we talk to the fans, and a couple folks stop by with their opinions. And then our first game, we have the Kansas State Wildcats and the Iowa State Cyclones from Ireland. That's all tomorrow. Mitchell hits the free throw. She has 7 points in the game. Last 4 games, 26, 24, 14, and 38 on Sunday. Second free throw missed. Klendikova the rebound. Heidemann trots it up. 90 seconds for the first. Heidemann in the front court. Starter step dribble against Petty. Heidemann on the move to the left. Backs up. Klendikova comes to set the screen. Heidemann uses it. A pitch back to Carrington. 9 to shoot. On the right side is Shepard. Shepard holds and looks against Turner. On the attack, spins into the lane, and comes up shooting and hitting. 6-point game. 26-20. 1:10 remaining in the first. In the front court is Petty, and she had it tipped out of bounds. Shepherd has 10 points to lead the Minnesota Lynx. Fever have it back in play to Petty. Petty on the move to the right. Shea Petty, crossover dribble, pitches it to Lexie Hull. She lost it out of bounds. That's all right, Shea. Each team 3 turnovers here in the first quarter. 55.9 left in the first quarter. 26-20. Fever lead by 6 as Heidemann trots it up. Heidemann in the front court. On the attack all the way to the hoop and lays it up. No, with the left hand. Rebound comes down to Dantas. Outlet pass to Petty. Petty to Mitchell. Mitchell to Lexie Hull. A 3-ball left corner. An air ball. Rebound comes down to Shepherd. Shepherd back the other way for the Lynx. Over the top pass to Klondikova. She lays it in. Took a couple of steps, but she laid it in anyway. 30 seconds for the first. Lynx will get it back on 24-second possession. In the front court is Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive. Lost the ball. Carrington the steal. And Hull steals it back. Hull looking for some help. Trapped in the corner. Now pitches it back out to Petty. No shot clock. Hull has it in the left corner. Out to Petty. On the right side is Mitchell. Between the circles. 10 seconds for the quarter. Mitchell holds and looks. 7, now 6. Dantas comes to set the screen. Mitchell doesn't use it. Mitchell spins into the lane, but a foul called on Kayla McBride with 4.7 left in the first. Don't forget to hit that like. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. To everybody that came in, let's see if we can repeat the audience that we had on Sunday. And get us to 2,000 subscribers. Mitchell's free throw is good. Kelsey Mitchell sitting on 8 points. 4.7 left in the first. Lexie Hull leads all scores with 11. Second free throw up, second free throw out. And the rebound to Klondikova. 4 seconds. 3, now 2. Carrington on the fly. Lets one go from deep. Missed it. And that's the quarter. End of 1 and your score. The Indiana Fever 27 and the Minnesota Lynx 22 on the Indiana Sports Hub and Snowman Sportsnet. All right, let's find our next raid, shall we? And I think I know where I'm going for our next raid. The Rising Rhino. Let's show some love for the Rising Rhino, folks. He's got CFL going tonight. The Edmonton Elks and the Ottawa Red Blacks, formerly the Ottawa Rough Riders. They had two sets of Rough Riders once upon a time in the CFL. That's the truth. They have the Saskatchewan Rough Riders who are still alive, and they have the Ottawa Rough Riders. They went away and came back as the Ottawa Red Blacks. They were the Ottawa also Renegades. Here we go. Another raid coming. Any guesses on the trivia? I am clueless. I am absolutely clueless. Here we go with our second quarter raid. It was 2006. They finished with a 10-24 record. Ouch. That ain't happening this year. Here you go, folks. Let's show some love for Rising Rhino, shall we? We got 10 people watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. There's his poll. Okay. There we go. There you go. We got him. All right. I'm going to wait for him to acknowledge that we have a rating coming for him. All right, we're ready to go to the second quarter. There we go. Indiana hit 4 3-point goals. So there's one, there's two, there's three. Actually, they hit five. There you go. All the splashes are covered for the 5 3-point goals. Here we go with the second quarter as Minnesota will have the ball coming from left to right as we see it. And as you folks are listening at home with us, Courtney Williams back on the floor. Williams, Klundikova, along with DJ Carrington, Kayla McBride, and Jessica Shepard. On the drive is DJ Carrington to the hole, lays it in. 27-24. 9:45 left in the second quarter. Carrington, a big addition for them with the trade from Dallas. Turner has it out front, guarded by Shepard. Now hands it to Petty. Left hand pass to Dantas. A three from the left wing. Splash! 6 3-point field goals out of 8 attempts for the Indiana Fever, and they lead by 6, 30-24. On the move is McBride. Bounce pass Williams. 3 from the right wing. Long rebound chased down by Turner. Outlet pass to Petty. Petty in the front court, outside right. Petty holds and looks. Now starts to drive into the lane. A pitch out to this is Petty. Now Lexie Hull has it in the corner. That was Odyssey Sims that was controlling the ball. Lexie Hull, a left corner 3. Splash! 7 3-point field goals in the first half. 8:57 left in the quarter, and the Fever lead by 9. This equals their biggest lead. Lexie Hull is 5 for 6. She has 14 points in the first half. Here's Klundikova, right of the lane jumper, in and out, rebound Turner. Now a chance for more points. Turner on the fly, into the front court. Turner on the drive, a pitch out left corner, a Petty 3, splash! 36-24. The Fever lead by a dozen. This is their biggest lead of the quarter. Courtney Williams outside left. Williams out front to Shepard. Shepard holds and looks. Fakes the handoff to Carrington. Now Shepard on the drive, right of the lane. Spins on Turner. Spins again. A pitch out to Bride. A long 3. Knocked it down. Kayla McBride makes the lead 9, 36-27. 8 minutes for the half. Here's Petty in the front court, outside left, back left to outside right, back left to Dantas. Now hands to Sims. Sims backs up on the dribble with 13 to shoot. Sims on the drive, left of the lane. A pitch out left corner. Lexie Hull, another 3. Not this time, off the top of the rim, and the rebound comes down to Kayla McBride. McBride flies in the front court. McBride turns on the dribble, works off the Klundikova screen. Hutt has it right of the lane. Pitch back left to Carrington. Carrington on the drive into the lane, out to Klundikova. Up top, Courtney Williams, a straight on 3. Nope. Long rebound chased down by McBride. 4-3, knocked it down again. 2 straight threes for Kayla McBride. Cuts the lead to 6, 36-30, and 7:25 left in the first half. Odyssey Sims in the front court. Sims in the front court. Underneath Lexie Hull. Turns, shoots, scores! Lexie Hull has 16. And the lead is 8, 38-30. And 7-11 remaining in the first half. Why did I say 17? Klundikova's left-hand hook, no good. Rebound battle for, gathered by Turner. Outlet Lexie Hull. Here she comes. Hull in the front court. Stops 3-point stripe. Out front Turner. A pitch to the left corner. A 3 for Petty. Splash! It is raining threes at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Minnesota wants time. 6:51 left in the first half. The Fever go up 11, 41-30 on the Indiana Sports Hub. What the heck is going on here? It's a rainstorm. And the Fever are supposed to be the shorthanded team. They're sure not playing like it. Wow. Wow. This team, and I love the way this team just does not quit. Man, they don't quit. Okay, here's the channel I'm looking for. Here's the channel I'm looking for. Ooh-wee! I'm excited. I'm excited. I am very much excited. Here we go. Uneducated sports talk is our next raid victim or next raid recipient. All right, here we go. Here is the channel link for the uneducated sports talk. Use the hashtag Snowman Raid. 41-30 our score. The Indiana Fever lead by 11. All right. All right. He's up to 29.88 in terms of the in terms of subs. He's up to 29.88. And I had a chance to listen to him. He is absolutely fabulous. So when he gets the acknowledgement, all right, he's got preseason football on his docket. Yeah, his kids have a birthday party tomorrow. So he acknowledged us. Let's go show him some love. The link is now in the chat. McBride with a straight on three as she falls down, but she's fouled and she'll shoot 3 free throws. Odyssey Sims with the foul. That's her first. Every commercial break, we're going to find a fellow streamer, and we're going to show him some love. Even though they may have more subscribers than me, I've gotten to know these guys, and they're very special to me. And this turns into a review. That's what this is going to turn into. This is going to turn into a review. I do know after I do the game tonight, I am fine. I am going to clean up my kitchen because I know I'm going to have a lot of energy after the game because I got Sweet Tea right here to my left. I'm going to clean the kitchen, and I'm going to try my best to do it from top to bottom without waking up my daughter or my wife. And I'm going to finally clean my office. The call stands on the review, and McBride will get 3 free throws. And this occurs with 6:37 remaining in the first half. Trivia question number 2. Brainbender, Callie Greenshields says, what is the Lynx best season record? Wasn't it last year? It either had to be last year or one of the years they won a championship. And I can't come up with the numbers, at least not right now. McBride will get 3 free throws. I also plan to add hockey to my coverage map this coming season. PWHL and NHL. PWHL will be Tuesday nights when their season starts in November, and Thursday nights will be the NHL. And I'm also going to add some women's college volleyball. I haven't done that in a long time, but I plan to this year. Free throw good for Kayla McBride. That's the first one. 9 points now for McBride. And 10 with the second free throw. And it was last year, 30 and 10. And they fell short in the WNBA finals, and this has been their revenge tour. Third free throw, got them all. 41-33. 6.5 for the half. Sims in the front court. Bounce pass to Boston. Boston holds outside left. Boston picks up her dribble. Now plays it back left to Howard. Now to Sims. Odyssey Sims on the drive. Back to the left side. Bounce pass Howard. A leaning hook. Nope. Howard had the rebound, and it comes out to Williams. Hot Rod Williams on the push. Williams in the front court. 18-footer from the right. Nope. Long rebound chased down by Sims. Back they come the other way. Sims in the front court. On the fly. All the way. Lays it in with the left hand. 43-33. 10-point Indiana lead. Under 6 minutes to play in the first half. Shepard has it out front. Shepard against Natasha Howard. On the move to the right. Shepard gets Howard out of the way. Now finds Hot Rod Williams. Williams on the move to the right. Off the Shepard screen. Back to Shepard. Shepard on the attack. Spins in left of the lane. And a foul called on Natasha Howard. They may have a lead right now, the Fever, but this is Minnesota, the best team in the league we're talking about. But we did beat them for the Commissioner's Cup in Minnesota. So all you got to do is keep this pace up. Sims had 19 on Sunday against Connecticut with 7 assists. McBride to the free throw line. It's on the way, and it is no good. Our halftime show will come your way. The second attempt on the way is no good, and the rebound chased down by Shepard. A left corner three on the way. Short. Long rebound chased down by Shepard. Out to McBride for three. Splash. Fifth offensive rebound for Minnesota. And it's 43-36 and 5:24 remaining in the first half. On the left side is Aaliyah Boston. Hands to Sims. Sims holds and looks. Backs up between the rings. Now places it to Howard. Back to Sims on the handoff. Sims on the drive. Bounce pass to Howard. Howard works it left of the lane against Shepard. A right-hand hook comes up short. Rebound Williams. Hot Rod Williams on the push. Into the front court outside right. Picks up the dribble. Plays it out front to Alana Smith. Alana Smith goes over the top. That pass is tipped and stolen by Boston. Hands to Mitchell. Here she comes. Mitchell motors in the front court. Ahead to Natasha Howard. Lays it in. Natasha Howard in her 12th year out of Florida State gets the bucket. And it's a 9-point lead. 45-36 and 4:38 remaining in the first half. Here's a long three. That's no good. Rebound chased down and saved to Alana Smith. Bounce pass underneath to McBride. McBride with a wraparound dribble against Brianna Turner. Out front it comes to Shepard. Shepard on the drive in on Howard. Fakes, goes up. Block, foul called on Natasha Howard. And Shepard shoots two. All right, here we go with more trivia. I was drafted by number 1 by the Lynx. Led the team to 4 WNBA championships, a finals MVP winner, 8-time All-Star, won 3 Olympic gold medals. I play all but my last year with the Lynx. Who am I? Maya Moore? That's my only guess. Free throw good, making it 45-37. Minnesota has 9 second chance points. Played her entire career except the last one with the Lynx. Only one I can think of. No. Second one. Rims out. Rebound Howard. Hands this outlet pass to Sims. Sims over the top to Boston in the front court. Boston turns on the dribble. Works her way to the right. Picks up the dribble. Back to Mitchell. Into the lane. 15-footer. Short. Rebound taken down by McBride. McBride hustles it up. McBride in the front court. All the way to Heidemann. She shoots it in. 45-39. 4:05 left in the half. Timeout Indiana. 4:05 for the half. Fever 49. Fever 45. Minnesota 39 on the Indiana Sports Hub. Yeah, that's the only guess. The only guess I could. But I don't think it's Maya Moore either. Played every year except her last. 8-time, 3-time Olympic gold, 3 Olympic gold medals. 3 Olympic gold medals. No, it can't be Maya Moore. It can't be Maya Moore. I'm gonna find out. I'll take a shot. Simone Augustus? No. Not Simone Augustus. That gum. Dadgum doggone. It is Simone Augustus. That was a shot in the dark. It is Simone Augustus. I know more WNBA than I thought. That was Callie, I got to tell you, that was a total shot in the dark. All right, baseball scores. Kansas City leads Detroit 3-1. Minnesota and Tennessee in the NFL preseason just getting started. Phillies over the Jets 3-0. They're late in the first quarter. Bears and Kansas City set to kick off here in about 9 minutes. Atlanta and Baltimore are early in the first quarter with no score. That was a shot in the dark. Seattle leads Dallas 34-25 in the WNBA. 5:27 left in the second quarter there. And a very important game, Golden State and Phoenix will go later. Baseball scores, Tampa Bay leads St. Louis 3-1. They're in the bottom of the third. San Francisco, Milwaukee scoreless. They just got started in the top of the first. Cincinnati, Arizona goes later. Dodgers, San Diego goes later. And that's a big, big series for those two teams. Colorado, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh leads 5-0. They're in the bottom of the fourth. The Athletics and Seattle go later, and that's big in the American League West. White Sox lead Minnesota 1-0. They're in the top of the second. Cubs and Dodgers will go later, and Angels, I beg your pardon, will go later. Angels, Cubs, and the California Angels go later. Houston leads Baltimore 4-0. They're in the top of the fourth. Mets lead Atlanta 4-1. They're in the bottom of the third. Toronto leads Miami 3-1, bottom of the fourth. There you go, Callie. There's your update. And we'll go there next for halftime. Washington leads Philadelphia 3-1. They're in the bottom of the fifth. We'll give him a raid at halftime before we go to Miami for that game. All right, that's your scoreboard update. Shea Petty, 9 points off the bench. Sims in the front court, plays it left to Boston. Boston on the move, gets shoved out by Alana Smith. Now out front to Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive into the lane, underneath, and a foul called. We're going to check in on the Blue Jays at halftime. And I'm going to look over here to this monitor to do it because I'm setting it up right now. We'll look at the Jays, and then we'll look at the Astros at halftime. I don't have any sponsors yet. If anyone is interested in their business sponsoring this broadcast, please contact me. Because what I'm going to do, as the free throw is good, making it 46-39. Kelsey Mitchell with the free throw. Mitchell gets ready. The second attempt on the way. Good. 47-39. Mitchell has 10 points in the game. Here comes Heineman on the fly. All the way to the hoop. Lefty layup is good. 47-41. And here they come. Here come the Lynx. They don't give up. Boston in the front court. Has it low left against Shepard. Boston on the move. Pitch out to Lexie Hull. Hull on the drive. Left baseline. Cut off. Into the lane. A 10-footer is short. The rebound taken down by Shepard. Shepard hustles it up in the front court. Shepard flying in. Lays it up. Missed it. Rebound to Leah Boston. Outlet pass to Sims. Sims on the drive to the free throw line. Sims all the way to the hoop. Missed the layup. You got to make those. Here they come in the front court to Heineman. Heineman fakes for three. Now to Shepard. Shepard holds and looks. Now starts to dribble. Picks it up. Shepard holds and looks still. Whips a pass to Klundikova. Had the ball knocked away. Able to get it back. 8 to shoot. Klundikova outside right. Back to Klundikova on a pass. Double fake and shoots it in. 47-43. Here they come. 24 points in the paint for Minnesota, 14 for Indiana, and the Fever still have the lead. Here comes Boston. Boston turns on the dribble against Klundikova. Now finds Sims. Sims with a right wing three. Too long. Rebound out of bounds. Belongs to Minnesota. Now Sims will check out in favor of Shea Petty. Indiana led by 5 at the end of 1. They lead by 4 now. Klundikova, 4 points and 2 rebounds. 47-43 as Heineman whips it back to Shepard. Back to Heineman. Fakes. Step back three from the left is good. And this is the closest Minnesota has been in a while. It's 47-46 and 2 minutes left in the half. In the front court is Petty. Petty backs up on the dribble, plays it to Mitchell. Mitchell, a three from the right. Splash! 50-46. Fever lead by 4 and 1:45 left in the first half. Mitchell with a baker's dozen, 3 of 4 from distance. Heidemann in the front court, standing dribble outside right. Heidemann with a wraparound dribble between the rings, 11 to shoot. Heidemann on the approach. Now starts her attack right of the lane. Comes back out. Now goes back in on Jay Petty. Double fake. Whips it back out to Shepard. Shepard, 18-footer head of the key. No good. Rebound comes down to Boston. Aaliyah Boston on the fly. In the front court at the free throw line. Hands to Petty. Petty works off the Boston screen. On the attack right of the lane. Underneath. Didn't find anybody. Tries to throw a pass out and it's stolen by McBride. McBride back the other way to the free throw line. Hands to Klundikova, lumbering down the lane, lays it in and draws the foul. Oh boy, here they come with their superior depth. Indiana's hit 7 3-point field goals, and Kelsey Mitchell landed on Kayla McBride, and she's limping. It looks like she's okay. Klundikova's free throw. Rebound Shepard. Now a chance to tie with 1 minute for the half. Here's McBride with a wraparound dribble. 15-footer. Yep, tie game. 7 offensive rebounds for the Lynx. That's how their bigs operate. They have 11 second chance points, and we're tied at 50. First tie of the game. Here's Mitchell, a second tie of the game. That rebound tipped out of bounds by Minnesota. It'll belong to the Fever. With 44.5 left in the second period. Kayla McBride keeping the Lynx in it. Tied at 50, second tie of the game. They look to come in, baseline right. They come in, play to Hull. 18-footer. Yes! Hull knocks it down. She's got 18 in the first half, and it's 52-50. Hull 7 of 10 from the field, including 3 3-point field goals. Shepard has it out front. On the left side is Carlton. Carlton with a bounce pass to Shepard. Underneath Klundikova. Missed the layup. Ball on the floor. Chased out by Lexie Hull. Shot clock, game clock, virtually even. 2-point Indiana lead. Mitchell walks it up. Mitchell was limping for a moment, but she seems to be fine as she landed on Klundikova after her last 3-point shot. 11 to shoot. Again, shot clock and game clock virtually even. Here's Mitchell on the attack. Oh, she's fine. All the way to the hoop. Lays it up. Rims out. Rebound on the floor. Taken down by Klundikova. Hands to McBride, and that's the half. Indiana led by 5 at the end of 1. They lead by 2 right now. As Minnesota shaved 3 points off of the Fever lead, which was as big as 12. We're at halftime. Your score, 52-50. The Fever have the lead. All right. I promised some baseball coverage, and we're going to do that right now. As we will go to Toronto. Or Miami, I should say. We are following the Toronto Blue Jays, who are going to walk away with the American League East. And I did this as a promise for Callie that she'd come in and I do some Blue Jays coverage. Let's go through our baseball scores real quick. Washington leads Philadelphia 3-1. They're in the top of the 6th. Pittsburgh leads Colorado 5-0. They're in the top of the 5th in Pittsburgh. Kansas City over Detroit 3-1. Toronto leads Miami 3-1, which is where we're going in a moment. Bottom of the 4th in Baltimore. Houston leads Baltimore 4-0. Red Sox, Yankees are scoreless. They're in the top of the 4th. Mets in Atlanta. Mets lead 4-1 in Atlanta. Tampa Bay 3, St. Louis 1. They're in the top of the 3rd in Tampa. White Sox lead Minnesota 1-0. They're in the top of the 3rd on the south side. Cleveland and Texas are scoreless. They're in the bottom of the 4th. They go to the bottom of the 1st in Milwaukee. Frisco and Milwaukee are scoreless. Cubs and Angels go later. So does Cincinnati, Arizona. Dodgers, San Diego, and the Oakland Athletics and the Seattle Mariners all go later. Now, speaking of later, let's go to Toronto. That's how we'll do our twin cast from now on. That's how we will do our twin cast from now on. They are in the bottom of the 5th in Toronto, as my good friend Rod Peterson would say. Yes, Rod, we love you dearly. And my kitty is working on a box. All right. There's that. There's this. What in the world? I'm going to do this again. Boom. There it is. Our halftime score is the Indiana Fever 52 and the Minnesota Lynx 50. Now, while they are in the process of changing half innings, let's go through our box score. For the Minnesota Lynx, they're led by Kayla McBride, who has 16 points. Jessica Shepard is next with 11, along with 9 rebounds. So they're making up for Nafisa Collier's absence in a hurry. Bridget Carlton has 3. Alana Smith scoreless, and Hot Rod Williams is scoreless. Off the bench comes Natasha Heineman with 10 and 6 for Maria Klundakova. For the Fever, they're led by Lexie Hull, who has 18 in the first half to lead all scorers. Mitchell, 13. Starters complete with Howard having 4, Boston 3, and 2 for Odyssey Sims. And a very short bench for the Indiana Fever. Only 3 players available. Indiana has only 8 players available to them. We go to the bottom of the 5th in Miami. I think what I'm also is buy a headset. Also, 3-1 our score, bottom of the 5th. The windup in the pitch, tap foul, and it's 1-1. Blue Jays go Blue Jay blue, top and bottom. One and one the count. The line, the kick, and the pitch. Swinging a high fly ball into center field. That's deep. Center fielder racing back at the track of the wall. Leaping and makes the catch. 1 down in the 5th. That was extra bases at the very least. That was not an easy catch. I'll tell you that much. That was not an easy catch. One out in the 5th, and here's the pitch. That's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch to Shinoja is outside, 2-0. Shane Bieber is your pitcher. He's just thrown his 67th pitch for the Blue Jays. Bieber from the windup and the 2-0 is a strike on the inside corner, and the count's 2-1. I am not doing any. I'm just doing this at halftime because I announced earlier that I am pulling back from doing baseball. Here's a ground ball to short. Bo Bichette up with it. The toss across the first is in time. 2 down in the inning. I'm not doing baseball in full anymore this season because I was really, really burnt out. I hate to say it out loud, but it's the truth. I was burnt out. Every time it seemed like late in the season I would get ready for a game, something came up, or my body just didn't feel right. Bieber's pitch outside, ball 1 to Hill. Acosta is next. Edwards, the top of the order, in the hole. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, and the count's 1-1 on a slider. One ball, 1 strike. A wind of the 1-1 pitch. High, 2-1. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch on the way. Swinging a tapper, Powell, third base side. Counts 1-2. We'll peek in on Houston, then we'll get ready for the second half of tonight's thriller. It's going to be a thriller because this is the Minnesota Lynx we're talking about. I'm crazy, but I ain't stupid. I know this Minnesota Lynx team. And anybody who follows the W this season knows them also. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And that's your inning. Nothing across for the Marlins. We go to the top of the 6th. Blue Jays 3, Marlins 1. Now to Baltimore. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, there are 2 games on Apple Plus tonight. I didn't realize that. There were 2 games on Apple Plus tonight. All right, here we go to the bottom of the 4th. And it just completed. And the Astros are now leading by only 1, 4-3. So the Orioles got 2 in that inning. All right. Okay, that's being stupid. So we're going to close that out. Rudy Versalo. Hi, Mr. Snowman. I got one for you. What you got for me? What was Howard Cosell's most famous phrase or quote? We were talking about Howard Cosell this morning on Snowman in the Morning. As much as I loved and appreciated Howard Cosell, I cannot think of his most famous quote by now. Oh, yes, I can. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. How about that? Is that it? I love my wife's sweet tea. We still got a few minutes before the second half of tonight's game. Was that it? That was it. Cool. Cool. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Rudy, I may have a present for you. (2025) WNBA MVP candidates: Nafisa Collier, of course, Alyssa Thomas with 5 triple doubles, and Asia Wilson. Who will win the WNBA MVP? There it is. AB Media checking in with us from Indianapolis, Indiana. AB, are you hitting the air tonight? There it is.
Right next to me is saying it. You may hear him. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. The heavyweight champion is taking the mandatory 8 count, and Foreman is as poised as can be in a neutral corner.
There you go, Rudy. 2 big penalties on the Bears. Typical Bears football. Why are we not surprised? That's for you, Rudy. Rudy, where are you checking in from? Remind me where you're checking in from. Here it is again.
Angie Dundee, Ali's trainer, right next to me is saying it. You may hear him. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
I agree with Callie. Kelsey Mitchell should be in the mix should be in the MVP conversation because she has carried the Fever to this point, to the brink of the playoffs. Now, it may come down to the final game of the year against Minnesota to lock in that 6th seed or that 5th seed, depending on what happens in the next 10 games. But who do you guys think? Aloha. Okay. Oahu, Hawaii. Rudy, I got a present for you. Tomorrow, I am covering the Stanford Cardinal and the Hawaii Warriors on this channel tomorrow night. I am doing the play-by-play for it. But what do you guys think? Put a 1 in the chat if you believe Kelsey Mitchell should be a part of the MVP conversation. Yeah, Rudy, I start at 7 o'clock tomorrow night because after I do the first game, which is Kansas State, Iowa State, I'm thinking ahead to next week. After I do Kansas State, Ohio State, I get a break. And I'm going to hang out with the wife. I'm going to help her with some things. And then, excuse me, I'll have Stanford and Hawaii tomorrow night. I'll be at work. Well, if you get a chance, tell your friends. Matter of fact, let me just put the channel in the chat here. Let me just put the link to tomorrow's game in the chat here. 52-50 our score. We're about, I'd say, 3 or 4 minutes away from the start of the second half. Yeah, that's only the second time my computer went to maximum fan running. It was doing that like crazy on Sunday. All right, let me find the game I'm looking for Mr. Alvarado. All right, there's that. Mahalo, Rudy Adversalo. Here's the link in the chat for you to copy and spread to your friends about Hawaii and Stanford, voiced by yours truly tomorrow. I had to deal with something earlier today, and it made me very sad. Tonight's the opening week for Indiana high school football, and for the third straight year, I am not in the booth covering a team. I covered Jennings County for a while, and we were on our way to a good relationship there, but then my body decided to quit on me during a basketball game. And I begged the AD to give me another shot, but he was afraid of my health. And as it turns out, that given the last couple of years, he had every reason to be, because my body had not responded well at the time. But I miss being in the booth. I cannot say it enough. Isaiah Pacheco with a touchdown. Kansas City leads in that game. And we are getting ready for the second half of tonight's game. This is not where I wanted to be, but it's what I have and it's what I've created. And everything goes towards me getting back in the booth next year. If I don't do that gum microphone, if I do not do a game live this year, then I'll have to deal with it. But there's a couple games that I'm trying for in September. And I'm going to give it my best shot to be there for both of them. One of them is in Chicago, and the other is in Indianapolis. And since Pacheco scored, let me give a little Mitch Holthus. Touchdown, Kansas City. All right. Thanks you guys for listening to me rant and get some feelings off my chest. Minnesota has yet to lead in this ball game. We've had 2 ties. Indiana has led this game by as many as 12. Here we go with the third quarter. Shepard, Carlton, Smith, McBride, and Williams for Minnesota. Howard, Boston, Sims, Mitchell, and Hull as the team switched directions, and Carlton on the push. McBride front court to the left. McBride is fouled out front. That foul is charged to Lexie Hull, and that's her second. They have it in play. McBride's jumper, good left of the lane. We're tied, 52 apiece. Minnesota's not going away, folks. In the front court is Odyssey Sims. McBride now has 18 points. Mitchell out front to Boston. Boston holds and looks against Alana Smith on the move to the left. Hands to Lexie Hull. Hull with a scissors dribble. Hull comes up shooting left of the key. No good. Rebound, Hot Rod Williams. And here they come. Williams in the front court. Starter step dribble against Odyssey Sims. Williams out front to Carlton. Carlton holds and looks, hands, that's Smith who hands to Carlton. Back to Smith. Smith with a scissor dribble, 10 to shoot, finds Hot Rod Williams on the attack, underneath Alana Smith, underneath the Shepherd, she lays it in, and Minnesota has gotten their first lead of the ball game. Rudy Aversalo is a new member. Thank you, Rudy. Appreciate you. I want to turn this into a salary so bad to help my family. That is what's driving me to do this through all the emotions and everything. Here comes Sims on the drive, left of the lane, all the way to the hoop and lays it in. Tie game, 54 all. Third tie of the game. Fourth tie of the game. Now it's going to be nip and tuck for the remainder of the game, I bet you. Here's Hot White Williams with a bounce to Alana Smith. Smith goes over the top to Carlton. Carlton has it in the left corner. Carlton on the drive to the free throw line. Backs up, comes up, shooting and hitting. 56-54 Minnesota. They've had a taste of the lead twice now in this third quarter. 8:23 remaining, third period of play. In the front court is Sims directing traffic off to the left. Left side, Boston. Boston holds and looks against Carlton. Hands back to Sims. 8:10 for the quarter. Each team shooting over 50% from the field. Lexie Hull flying in. Missed the layup. Rebound underneath. Taken down by Jessica Shepherd. Shepherd has it on the push in the front court. Over the top pass to Hot Rod Williams. Williams had a pass away. Able to get it back, but a steal by Boston. Outlet to Sims. Sims back the other way in the front court. Sims on the drive, right of the lane. A pitch out to Boston. Boston with a fake on Shepherd. Boston works it left of the lane on Shepherd. Works her way in. Fake. Turnaround shot left of the lane. Good. Tie game. 56 apiece. 7:35 left in the third quarter. In the front court is Hot Rod Williams. Hands to Alana Smith, who gives it to Carlton. Carlton has it out front. Aaliyah Boston only 5 points in the game, and a foul called on Kelsey Mitchell in the left corner. Rudy says, always wanted to join. Thanks. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Anybody that can join the channel and help a snowman out and get this to where I can support my family, it would very much be appreciated. Alana Smith out front. Hands to McBride. McBride picks up her dribble. Out front to Alana Smith. On the back door, Courtney Hot Rod Williams to the hole. Lays it in. Minnesota grabs the lead again. 58-56. Here's Boston on the drive, right of the lane, all the way to the hoop. Missed the layup. Rebound on the floor, fought for and won by Minnesota. They have the ball. Williams in the front court. Hot Rod Williams on the move. Top of the circle. Fakes. Looking for help. Now finds McBride. 14 on the shot clock. McBride between the rings, off to the left. McBride works off the Alana Smith screen. On the attack to the hole, lays it in from the left. 60-56, Minnesota leads by 4, 6:38 remaining in the third. You knew they were due for a run to get back in this ball game. We get a foul out front on Hot Rod Williams. You knew they were, even without Nafisa Collier, you knew they were due for a run. They are just that good. 20 points for Kayla McBride. She's 3 of 4 from distance. Man, this is a 16-point turnaround. Mitchell dancing on the dribble out front. Mitchell on the fly, in from the left. A pitch out left corner to Turner. That pass tipped away. Sims trying to rescue it at the timeline, and she does, but Minnesota comes up with a steal. McBride has it on the push. McBride over the top pass underneath, intended for Jessica Shepherd, out of bounds, belongs to the Fever. And now it's the Fever having to play catch up. That's the 7th turnover against Minnesota. Fever have only 6. But if there's a team that can make a comeback, you're looking at them. That's the Fever. 6:10 for the third. Boston has it out front. Boston on the move to the right. Now finds Odyssey Sims. Sims against Heidemann all the way to the hoop. Throws the left-hand shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to Heidemann, and here they come on the push. Heidemann in the front court. On the move to the right. Back left to Shepherd. Shepherd spins in the lane against Turner. Shepherd on the drive, right of the lane. Fakes, lean in. Nope. Comes back out. 3 ball on the way by McBride. Rimming, no. Rebound taken down by Shepherd. Bounce pass underneath. Now back out to Alana Smith. Her 3 try on the way is good. And Indiana wants time. 5:36 remaining in the third quarter. And the Wolves have flipped this game upside down. They now lead by 7, 63-56. on the Indiana Sports Hub. Man, you can't mess with Minnesota like that. If you have them down, you must knock them out early and not I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. You got to knock them out. That's what you have to do with a team like Minnesota that is that good and that deep. You have to knock them out. You absolutely. Let me get some water. There we go. Walker Buehler has moved to the bullpen. All right, Callie, here is an update for you. They've gone to the bottom of the 6th in Miami, and the Blue Jays now lead 5-1. Meanwhile, Houston has extended its lead on the strength of a home run by Christian Walker, his 18th of the year, and it's now 7-3 in favor of the Houston Astros. So they're going to get the first 2 in Baltimore. We have seen the Indiana Fever make comebacks before. We have absolutely seen it. Okay, so let me ask you guys a question. While I'm getting ready for this season, which is going to have a ton of college football, Fox 1 has been unleashed on the public. It's a direct stream to consumer network. And I'm wondering if I should get it. Oops, I did that wrong. Dadgummit. I'm trying to do something. I'm seeing if I can get the home run call. I'm seeing if I can get the home run call really quick before we have to come back from a break. Nope, we can't. Pause there. And we got some work to do because now we're down 9. McBride flying in for the layup. That's one of their replays. McBride going off. She's got 22 points in the ball game. We're back to play as Boston has it tipped out of bounds. It will stay with the Fever. 63-56. The Lynx have the lead. They have outscored the Fever in this third quarter. Down the lane comes Petty, out to Mitchell, 18-footer from the right, off the back of the rim. Rebound chased down by McBride, and Minnesota's just making all the plays. Here's a steal by Hull. She comes up shooting at the free throw line. No good. Carlton the rebound. Outlet pass to Heidemann. Heidemann in the front court. Out front to Shepard. On the left side, on the right side is McBride. McBride flying in, 18-footer from the left. Yep. 65-56. 4:55 left in the third. 22 for McBride. Petty out front to Boston, and a foul called underneath. 4:53 remaining in the third quarter. Indiana is up 1 full game on Golden State for the 6th spot. They lose tonight. They're only a half game ahead. Here's a 3 by Mitchell. Splash! 65-59. The lead is 6. The deficit is 6. Mitchell 16 points in the ball game. Lexie Hull yet to score in the third quarter. It was the middle of the second quarter where the drought began, just like in Minnesota, only in reverse. Here's a 3 out of the corner. Yep. By Alana Smith, beg your pardon. 9-point lead. Minnesota on a 12-3 run. Here's Mitchell on the fly, all the way to the hoop, lays it up, no good. Rebound to Leah Boston, follow, good. 4:09 left in the third. 70-61. 4 minutes left. Heidemann in the front court. Aaliyah Boston only 7 points in the ball game. A bounce pass to Shepard at the free throw line. Shepard backs up against Boston, plays it right side to Carlton. Or Alana Smith, I beg your pardon, spins on Turner and lays it in. 70-61 Minnesota. They have picked up the pace. They are on a run, 14-5. Alana Smith now has 8 points in the ball game after being scoreless. Underneath the Boston, left of the lane. Boston double team. Pitch out Petty. Petty holds and looks against Heidemann. Works off the Boston screen. Petty on the attack all the way to the hole. Lays it up. Nope, foul called. And Petty shoots 2. Another trivia question goes like this. I am a 5-time WNBA champion, 5-time All-Star. Held a rebounding record, Big East Freshman of the Year, drafted by the Sacramento Monarchs. Big East Freshman of the Year, 5-time champion. Free throw no good for Petty. Twins got 4 on one swing. They got get out the rye bread and mustard. We have a salami. I knew it. Second attempt on the way. Good. .320 for the third. Shea Petty, 10 points in the game. And here's that ball was tipped away. Shepard spins in from the right. Lays it in. Caramba. And a foul call with 3:11 left in the third. 31-yard chip shot for the Chiefs. They now lead 10-0 over the Burrs. Man, it's the Bears. Why are we surprised? Free throw is good for Shepard. 73-62. Shepard 16 points and 10 rebounds. And she's got a triple-double. Add 11 assists. Shepard's working toward our player of the game honor. A bounce pass right side to Mitchell and a foul call. Every time Indiana's trying to get back in this ball game, Minnesota has responded. Just like the first half where Minnesota tried to get back in the ball game, they eventually did. Mitchell, 20-footer from the left, short. Long rebound chased down by Turner. Hands to Hull. All right, corner 3. Splash! 73-65. If they stay within single digits, we have a chance. We saw that on Sunday. Left side is Shepard. Hands to McBride. McBride on the drive into the lane. Bounce pass to Alana Smith. Out to McBride. A straight on 3. Knocked it down. 76-65. Minnesota by 11. This is a 23-point turnaround. McBride sitting on 25 points. Petty picks up a dribble. Bounce pass low right to Brianna Turner. Turner into the lane. Out to Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive. In from the left. Backs up. Now Chargers left baseline. Trapped by Alana Smith. Out front Turner. Hands to Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive. Left of the lane. All the way to the hoop with a scoop shot. And it rolls in. 76-67. Lead is 9. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. What a quarter by Minnesota. McBride off to the left. Over the top pass underneath the Shepard. Lays it in. What a pass. Minnesota scored 30 points in this third quarter. And they have 38 points in the paint, and that's why they're up 9. Complete turnaround since the second quarter. KK Timpson has it out front. Now to Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive. Right down the lane. Reverse layup is in. Lead back down to 9. 78-69. 1:20 left in the third. In the front court is Heidemann. Shepard on the left wing, hands to McBride. McBride with a scissor dribble, works her way to the left, double team, left baseline, bounce pass underneath the Heidemann, lays it in. Somebody fell asleep. Somebody fell asleep on the assignment, and Minnesota enjoys their biggest lead at 11. 80-69, and 1 minute for the third. If they stay within single digits, they have a chance. Mitchell with a long 3, short, out of bounds, belongs to Minnesota. Oh, brother. Well, at the end of the third quarter against Connecticut, they trailed by 11. They were able to rally and win it. Now you just wonder if Indiana has enough bodies because they only have 8 players available to them. .51 seconds left in the third. Heidemann trots it up. Heidemann with 12 points. They are deep. That's the one thing about Minnesota. They are deep. McBride, 20-footer, air ball, out of bounds, belongs to Indiana with 40.5 seconds left in the third. Fever's 7 of 16 on field goals in this third quarter. I think the 100-point watch is on for Minnesota. Turner has it out front, hands to Mitchell. Mitchell plays it in the left corner to Howard. Howard holds and looks. High pumpkin. Howard picks up her dribble. Bounce pass underneath. Stolen by Heidemann. Here she comes. Heidemann in the front court slows it down. They'll play for the last shot. I'm going to have to step away at the end of the quarter because there's a kitty at the door that needs to be let out. 10 seconds. Heidemann on the right wing. Heidemann on the drive into the lane, all the way to the hoop, has their shot blocked, but a foul called. And Heidemann shoots two, fouled by Brianna Turner. With 1 second left in the third quarter. I hear you, Pumpkin. A lot of football tomorrow, doubleheader football tomorrow. We start with Kansas State and Iowa State from Ireland. First free throw, good for Heidemann. And the Minnesota Lynx are running away. They now have their biggest lead at 12. This is a 24-point turnaround. Second free throw up, second free throw down. 82-69, and that will close the quarter. What a quarter for Minnesota. They outscored the Fever 32-17, and they lead by 13, 82-69. I gotta go let a kitty out. My buddy Pumpkin is crying to get out. So let me take a break, deal with that, and I'll be back. Don't go away. Pumpkin. You want to go out? Ain't doing that tonight. See ya. All right. 82-69. Lynx with the lead as we head to the fourth and final quarter. Not quite the audience we had on Sunday, but that's okay. People have shown up for tonight's game, and I hope y'all do it again tomorrow as we have a college football doubleheader. First, it's the Kansas State Wildcats and the Iowa State Cyclones. We'll start our party at 11 a.m. with a special hour-long pregame pulse, and then we're back at 7 with another pregame pulse, and the Stanford Cardinal and the Hawaii Warriors at 7:30 from Hawaii. And Rudy, thanks for joining the channel, becoming a new member. Let me flash that up there. While I'm asking questions, should I make some room for a chat like this on the bottom of the screen? What do you guys think? I'm asking because I'm constantly tweaking this, and I want to make it better. So should I leave some room like that for, especially when Callie gives me one of these? I think I should. Yes, Pumpkin, I can hear you. 82-69, Minnesota with the lead as they outscored the Fever 32-17 in the third quarter. Well, we already knew that, Victor. Lexie Hull sitting on 21 points tonight. All right. If we can do it Sunday, we can do it tonight. If not, you lost to the best team in the WNBA. Nothing to be ashamed about. They led this team by 12. Here we go with the fourth and final period. Odyssey Sims in the front court, outside right. Back left Turner, hands back to Sims. Sims plays it to Lexie Hull in the left corner, guarded by McBride. Hull, right side, Odyssey Sims. Sims splits the double team, falls down. No foul called. And it belongs to Minnesota. And Sims was slow to get up for a moment. But she's okay. She's heading back on defense. 9:43 remaining in the ball game. In the front court is Heidemann. Plays it to Kayla McBride. McBride holds and looks. Starter step dribble. Three-pointer from the left. Nope. Rebound Lexie Hull. Now Hull on the fly in the front court. Lexie Hull on the drive. Hull all the way. Pitch out left corner. Sims a three from the right corner. Nope. But a foul called as Hull went charging down the lane. 9:24 left in the ball game. Guesses for trivia question number 4. I have no guess, Callie. Let me put that up there for you. There's Callie's next trivia question. Here comes Sims. Backs up. Now finds Hull off her hands. Able to gather it in. Now plays it to Leah Boston. Boston's got to get aggressive. She does. Down the lane. Flip pass to Howard. Underneath. Nope, but a foul called, and Howard shoots 2. I am a 5-time champion in the WNBA. 5-time All-Star. Held a rebounding record. Big East Freshman of the Year. Drafted by the Sacramento Monarchs. Who am I? I have no idea. I think my brain turned off for the night. 9:11 left. 82-69. Howard at the free throw line. Trying to bring her team within 11. Next Friday, we go to Los Angeles to face the Sparks, who have beaten us all 3 times this year. Free throw good for Aaliyah Boston. Or Natasha Howard, I beg your pardon. 9:11 left. 82-70. Howard again. On the way. Good. 82-71. Now you got to turn the screws defensively. You got to get some stops, and that has to be true the entire fourth quarter. Here comes Heidemann. Heidemann with a scissor dribble. Heidemann on the drive, all the way to the hoop, in on Howard. Lays it up, no good. Ball on the floor. Howard the rebound. 82-71. Fever have the ball as Howard comes across into the front court against Shepard. Howard on the drive, all the way to the hoop, lays it up. Nope. Offensive foul the other way. Dadgummit. Howard with her first foul of the ball game. She is currently an assistant coach for the Lynx. I still don't have a clue. Maria Klundikova is in the ball game for Minnesota. On the left side is Heidemann. Over the top pass to Shepard. Shepard hands to McBride for 3. That's an air ball out of bounds. Belongs to Indiana. Another chance to get back in the ball game. Indiana 12 for 17 from three-point land tonight. 5 of those came in the first quarter. Rebecca Brunson. I didn't think of it. Odyssey Sims in the front court, outside right. And thank you for the trivia questions, Callie. Much appreciated. Brunson over the top pass underneath, tipped, and stolen by Klundikova. Doggone it. Another turnover against the Fever. DJ Carrington with a bullet pass tip, stolen by Howard. Back the other way, but a foul called. You cannot be trading baskets with this Minnesota Lynx team. They are too good and too deep. You cannot be trading baskets with this team, and you can't allow them to stretch the lead out. You got only 8 minutes left in the ball game, 8:10 to be exact. Sims outside left, right side Mitchell. Mitchell works off the screen from Carrington. Mitchell on the drive to the baseline underneath, stolen by Klundikova. That ball is kicked and out of bounds. It will belong to Minnesota with 7:56 left. In play it comes to Heidemann. On the right side, Carrington. DJ over the top to Shepard on the drive to the hole. Shoots it in. 84-71. Biggest lead for the night for Minnesota. They lead by 13 and 7.5 minutes left. Shepard 20, 10, and 11 on the night. Mitchell has it off to the right. Low right is Howard. Back out to Sims. Sims on the drive in from the left. Out to Howard. 15-footer right baseline. Good. 84-73 and 7:20 for the ball game. You have to turn the screws defensively. Howard with 8 points and 4 rebounds on the night. We see the same team on Sunday in Minnesota. Foul called out front on Kelsey Mitchell. When you have players like Jessica Shepard and Kayla McBride, you're in the ball game. And Minnesota has played like, especially when you have Courtney Williams who has not played well tonight, and that ball is kicked. But you can bring in a super sub like Natasha Heidemann to help in the matters. Again, they look to come in, and they come and play to Alana Smith, who's gotten in the scoring column here in the third quarter. Out to the right side is Carlton. Bumped by Aaliyah Boston, and we get a 24-second violation. I currently play for the Lynx. Here's another question. I grew up with Tasmanian Devils, drafted by the Mercury, played for Indiana and the Sky. I currently play for the Lynx. Who am I? Again, no clue. Absolutely no clue. 84-73. Shea Petty in the front court, outside left. Plays it back right to Mitchell. Back to Petty. A left wing three. Short. Rebound out of bounds, belongs to the Minnesota Lynx. Everything that has gone right in the first half for the Fever has gone wrong in the second half. 84-73. Again, one of my rules, please do not post any spoilers in the chat. I know the scoreboard's ahead of me, but I want to call this game for you guys. Here's Heidemann with a spin in the lane, had it poked away, able to get it back. Now to DJ Carrington. Carrington to Heidemann, a three from the right corner. Yep. 87-73. Minnesota by 14, and Heidemann with 17 off the bench. Here's Mitchell to three to answer. Splash! 87-76 and 6 minutes remaining. The lead back down to 11, 23 for Kelsey Mitchell. Heidemann with a wraparound dribble, plays it in the corner to Carlton. Carlton had the ball kicked out of bounds. It stays with Minnesota. Kayla McBride back on the floor. With 5:48 left, in for Carlton, Alana Smith comes out, and we have time on the floor. 5:48 left. Do the Fever have another run in them? They trail by 11, 87-76 on the Indiana Sports Hub. Okay, Pittsburgh leads Colorado 8-0. Athletics in Seattle go later. Matter of fact, why don't we just go to the Major League Baseball scoreboard update right now? And we're going to do this throughout our broadcast, no matter what sport we're broadcasting. You know what what I would love to happen is to have many viewers for each game that I do. And not just the Indiana Fever, because I cover women's volleyball, women's basketball. I'm going to cover softball this year. And of course, I cover football, basketball, and baseball. I'm going to add hockey to the docket as well. I'm working on becoming a trivia DJ in a town not far from me. So the schedule may change, but we will see how that goes. All right, to the scoreboard. Bottom of the 8th inning, Philadelphia has grabbed the lead over Washington 4-3. Pittsburgh shutting out Colorado 8-0. Bottom of the 7th inning in South Florida, Toronto leads Miami 5-1. Bottom of the 7th in the Bronx, Boston leads the Yankees 1-0. Kansas City and Detroit are tied at 3. They're going to the top of this. They're in the top of the 7th inning. Houston leads Baltimore 7-3. That is in the bottom of the 6th inning. Mets over Atlanta 7-2. Going to the bottom of the 6th. Tampa Bay all over St. Louis 7-1. They are going to the bottom of the 5th inning in Tampa. Top of the 5th, Minnesota leads the White Sox 4-2, and they grab the lead on the bat. Who hit the grand slam, Victor? Courtesy of a grand slam, Minnesota leads 4-2. Cleveland leads Texas 1-0. Bottom of the 4th, San Francisco 2-0 over Milwaukee. The Cubs and Angels getting ready to go. Cincinnati, Arizona getting ready to go in about 30 minutes. Dodgers and San Diego will go at 9:40, and at 10:10 it's the Athletics and Seattle. 87 cents. Oh, this microphone cord's going to be the death of me. I want to find a way so I can hook it onto my my microphone arm and not have it short out on me. We'll figure it out as we go along. What grade do y'all give the Indiana Fever this season, given everything that's happened? Put your answers down in the chat below. Let's talk about it. While we finish up tonight's game, 87-76, Minnesota the lead and the ball. McBride off to the left. Bounce pass to Alana Smith. Right side Carlton. A 3-try on the way. Long rebound tipped underneath. Belongs to Minnesota. Alana Smith has it underneath at a jump ball. One of our lowest turnouts, but that's okay. We will get it. We will get it together. And this channel is going to be off the charts, folks. This channel is going to be off the charts. I'm working on better places to post everything so I can get some more fans into it. I just said, what? What? I just said, what? No, I didn't. I don't think I did. Now what? Minnesota's coach is out near center court. I just said it. When? When did I'm Callie, I'm old. My brain doesn't work as well as it used to once upon a time. Here comes Heineman on the drive. Right of the lane. Fakes. Lean in. Flip. Nope. Foul called. And Stephanie White may have a look at this one. I grew up with Tasmanian Devils, drafted by the Mercury and the Fever. Drafted by the Mercury, played for the Fever and the Sky, and I currently play for the Lynx. Why are you bending my brain like this, Callie? We have a review and we have a coach's challenge. Stephanie White is challenging that was not a foul. Indiana has only 2 timeouts left. Minnesota has 4. Minnesota is 6-3 without Nafisa Collier. They're 22-4 with her. Because I asked you what? I'm baffled and confused. All right. I give up. My brain is shut off. Who's the answer? What's the answer, Callie? Who did I say? Grew up with Tasmanian Devils, drafted by the Mercury. Alana Smith. I make this. I say this very jokingly to Callie Smith with her brain teaser trivia, which I absolutely adore. Honey, I'm old. I didn't realize she was drafted by Phoenix. and that she played for Indiana and Chicago. Next time we'll be with you for WNBA basketball is Sunday, as these two teams, the Indiana Fever and the Minnesota Lynx, hook up again. And that is an 8 o'clock. That's a 7 o'clock tip off with a 6:30 pregame show. And my cat is crying again. He's saying, "Hurry up, Daddy, and get done. I want to get out of here for a while." Philadelphia leads the Jets 6-3. Kansas City all over the Bears 17-0. Dallas leads Atlanta 14-3 with 5:30 left in the second quarter. Those are our pregame. Those are our preseason scores. Seattle all over Dallas 74-48. Valkyries and Phoenix play later. Tasmania is where Alana grew up. Okay. Now I understand. Yes, Pumpkin. You want to come on? Come here. Come here, Pumpkin. Oh! All right, Pumpkin. You're going to be our good luck charm. You want to sit up here for a while? Or you want to get down? This is Pumpkin. This is Pumpkin, folks. One of my cats. You gonna wait for Daddy for the end of the game? You're gonna get comfy. He's gonna get comfy. No, he's not. He's gonna get down. All right, we have a decision. And I think the call is going to be overturned. So there will be no shooting foul. And the Fever will have the ball. As they called a shooting foul on Lexie Hull. And that is not to be, it's turning out it's not to be the case. So that call is overturned. And the Fever will have possession with 5:22 remaining. Yes, Pumpkin. I hear you, buddy. Ooh, that set gives me an idea. I think I know what I'm going to do to make the changes I need. Now Indiana has it in play to Mitchell. Mitchell on the fly, left baseline, bounce past Boston, 15-footer. Long rebound tip, out of bounds. Oh, stays with Indiana. Oh. And Cheryl Reeves says, And she's going to call for a review. 87-76. We've been stuck at this score for a long time. This is the first of 3 regular season matchups between these two teams. We go to Minnesota on Sunday. And then on September 9th, next to last game of the year, they come back here to us. 5:01 left, and we have a coach's challenge. 87-76, Minnesota with the lead. Yes, Pumpkin. All right, folks. I'm going to take a few minutes, take care of my cat, because he is wanting to get out. So I'll be right back. Pumpkin. $87-76 our score with 5:01 left. We're in the midst of a coach's challenge. Excuse me. I got Pumpkin taken care of. He is out and running around in our backyard. And they're still looking at it. This call may stand. This call just may stand. Yeah, this call is going to stand. It was off of Minnesota. Cheryl Reeves said, Jessica Shepard recorded her first triple-double tonight and joins Mariah Jefferson as the only players in Lynx franchise history to have recorded a triple-double. Congratulations, Jessica Shepard. This call's going to stand. I've been rejected by ESPN, been rejected by CBS Sports. I've even been turned down by Fansided. So I'm thinking, okay, I'll build my own. And now I finally, after 30 years, have a plan to do it. Here's Mitchell out front, back right to Howard. Howard on the drive, and she traveled. And time is slipping away from the Indiana Fever. They won 20 games last year. They finished 20-20. So they have a chance to break that with 10 games remaining. Shepard down the lane to the left, fakes on Howard, now drives underneath, double fake, and lays it in. And a foul called. It looked like she stepped out of bounds on that drive. Shepard, 22 points on the night. Her free throw is no good, and the rebound, Lexie Hull. Time's a wasting, 4:35 left. They can come back and win this if they hurry. Mitchell has it off to the right, but you got to be smart about it also. On the drive, into the lane, layup is short. Rebound, Shepard. Not how you want to attack. 4:19 left. Heidemann in the front court. Courtney Williams has not played in the second half. Heidemann on the drive all the way to the hoop, lays it up, missed it. Rebound, Aaliyah Boston. Boston on the move in the front court, now finds Petty. Backs up to the three-point stripe. Minnesota has defended the three-point line very, very well in the second half. Aaliyah Boston has it left of the lane. Aaliyah Boston picks up her dribble. Down the lane comes Dantas. Had her shot blocked by Smith out of bounds. 3:53 left in the ball game. Now they have it back in play underneath Aaliyah Boston. She shoots it in. 3:48 left, 89-78. Carlton has it in the front court. Boston, 9 points, 5 rebounds on the night. McBride with a wraparound dribble. McBride on the drive on Dantas. Out to Alana Smith for 3. Left it short. And a loose ball foul underneath. For those of you, I'll throw a trivia question about myself. And you know what I'm going to do Sunday night? I'm going to host an Ask Me Anything before we hit the air with a basketball game. So make sure you are here 30 minutes prior to game time. A pitch out to Carlton for 3. Nope. And the rebound, Dantas with a one-hand pickoff. A chance to cut it to 9 with 3:15 left. There's still time for them to come back and get it. Here's Boston. Spins down the lane and lays it in. Aaliyah Boston with 9. And the lead is 9, 89-80. You got 3 minutes left for this shorthanded Fever team to come all the way back and get it. Now the fan stand is 1. Out front, Carlton. Carlton hands to McBride. McBride with a scissor dribble. McBride on the move to the left. McBride in from the left. Lays it up, no good. Boston the rebound. Chance to make it a 7-point game. 2:49 left. Boston hustles in the front court. Finds Mitchell. Back to Boston. Flying in. Lays it in. 7-point game with 2:40 remaining. And timeout, Minnesota. Fever on a 9-2 run in the last 3 minutes, 18 seconds. They've cut a 13-point lead down to 7. They've got a 14-point lead, I beg your pardon, down to 7. 89-82 with 2:42 left. Do the Fever have enough time to come back and get this one? Well, let's find out, and let's really find out. All right, we are hosting. Here's a programming note for you. We are hosting an AMA Sunday before Sunday's game with the Minnesota Lynx at 6:40 with a 7 o'clock tip-off. Let me see if AB Media is on tonight. I don't think he is. He was on yesterday, but I don't think he's on tonight. He's not. Doggone it. I thought he would be. He was on the air last night and I missed him. It's a 7. Doggone microphone cord. It's a 7-point lead, 89-82, with 2:42 left in the ball game. There we go. Let's see if the Fever can come back and get this one the same way they did on Sunday. 2:42 left. It's a 3-possession game, but there's plenty of time to come back and get it. Here they come. Heidemann trots it up. Remember, Courtney Williams is not available in the second half. Each team shooting over 50% from the ball for the ball game. Shepard has it out front, off to the left. Shepard turns on the dribble, finds Heidemann, 10 to shoot. On the right side, Alana Smith. Alana Smith hands to Carlton, 5 on the clock. Carlton on the drive. Underneath Alana Smith, poked out of bounds with 1 on the shot clock and 2:19 for the ball game. How about we play overtime and both teams get 100 points? Doesn't matter who wins. This has been a great game. This has been an absolutely fabulous game. In play to McBride. She doesn't get the shot clock. She doesn't get the shot off. McBride looking for a foul, not going to get it. Cheryl Reeves is not pleased. 11 turnover for Minnesota. Can they cut this lead even further? Here's Mitchell out front on the left side. Petty with a scissor dribble against Heidemann. Places it to Lexie Hull. Over the top pass into Aaliyah Boston. Turns, shoots, scores. 5-point game. 5-point game. With 1:58 remaining, Boston has 15 points after being limited in the first half. Heidemann dancing on the dribble out to the right. Heidemann surrounded. Picks up the dribble, finds McBride. McBride on the drive into the lane, lays it in. Kayla McBride with 26, and it's 91-84 and a minute 35 left. Here's 27 for McBride. Mitchell on the move to the right, flying in, lays it in with the left hand. 91-86. It's a 5-point game. 1:20 remaining. Indiana looking for one more stop. Out to the left is McBride. McBride out front to Alana Smith. Alana Smith on the move to the left. Over the top pass to Carlton. 1:08 left. 4 on the clock. Carlton on the drive right of the lane. Comes up shooting and hitting. Oh, man, that may be it. A minute to go in the ball game. 56 seconds left. Boston has it off to the right. Got to score here to stay in the game. Mitchell works off the Boston screen. Mitchell to the free throw line. Pitches out to Petty. Petty holds and looks. Over the top pass tipped and stolen by Heidemann. Great play by Carleton as they were looking to go back to Boston underneath. They'll see the ball on 24-second count, but I don't think there's enough possessions left in the ball game. 34 seconds left. Here's McBride on the move right of the lane. McBride comes back outside, 10 on the clock. They're just looking to use some clock here. McBride on the attack, left of the lane, all the way to the hoop, lays it up, no good. Rebound Carleton, and that will do it. Well, actually, this turns into a shot clock violation with 18.4 left, but they're down by 7. 93-86. Minnesota came all the way back, grabbed the lead, led by as many as 14. They lead by 7 now with 18.4 left in the ball game. This is going to be a tough loss for the Indiana Fever. My gracious. They led this game by 12, but Minnesota is just too doggone good. They are that doggone good. $18.4 left in the ball game as Minnesota 93, Indiana 86. Kind of figured this would turn into a high-scoring ball game, which it has. Next time we'll be with you for football. Our football premieres tomorrow at 11 a.m. We're going to move it to 11:30. This is the opposite of Fever versus Sun. It is because they're playing one hell of a team right now in the Minnesota Lynx. $18.4 remaining, and the Fever are just going to run out of time. They're just going to run out of time. Who's this? Ooh, I can't let you out, Binks. I know who's scratching at the door. Winnie is scratching at the door, but I can't let her in because Binks is here and Binks is injured. Well, valiant effort by the Indiana Fever to get back in the ball game. But they are going to come up short. They adjusted the clock, 19.2 seconds left. Hull looks to come in over the top into Boston. Boston comes out, 3-point stripe, hook pass right corner, Hull for 3. Rebound taken down by Brianna Turner to Hull in the lane, shoots it in. 8.2 left. It's a 5-point game, and there's a foul with 7.2 remaining. It's a 2-possession game. Hull has given her best tonight. Hull has 23 in the contest, but the key was the defense for the Minnesota Lynx. Holy Toledo, we are tied. Twins 4, White Sox 4. Cool. All right. I made the announcement before, but I'll do it again. I'm still shaping everything up. From here on out, as a foul is taken with 6.4 seconds remaining. Kayla McBride sitting on 27 points. What a game she's had, and she's our Lynx MVP for tonight. Free throw is good. She's got 28. We see these Lynx again on Sunday. A chance to rest tomorrow, travel to Minnesota, and a chance to steal another one in the Target Center. Second free throw up, second free throw down, 95-88. The Lynx lead by 7 with 6.4 seconds remaining. A quick reset timeout by Indiana. They have one full timeout remaining. They look to bring it in, and Petty comes into Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive, steps through and lays it in with a left hand with 2 seconds left, and that's the game. Final score, the Minnesota Lynx 95, and the Indiana Fever 90. You know what would be fun? If the Fever somehow got their way to the finals and faced this Minnesota ball club. I'll put it out there for you. We have two MVP and two players of the game on the Minnesota side. Jessica Shepard, got to applaud her with a triple-double on the night. And Kayla McBride is our second Minnesota MVP. She led all scorers with 29. For the Indiana Fever, it's Kelsey Mitchell, who led the team with 27, and Lexie Hull, who had 23 on the night. When you come for the Queens, you best not miss. And Indiana had him on the ropes, but couldn't quite close it. And it started in the second quarter when the Minnesota Lynx raced back from a 12-point deficit to come to within, to actually tie the game in the first half. They come back, they are within 2 at halftime. They're able to take care of business. They win their 29th on the year. Indiana drops to 19-16 with Golden State and Phoenix playing later. And should Phoenix win, the Fever will still hold the 6th spot up by a game. Valiant effort, great game by both teams. I am proud of both teams. I hope y'all are too. 95 for Minnesota, 90 for the Indiana Fever. They'll get another shot at the Fever on Sunday when these two teams play. It's a 7 o'clock tip-off, but I'm doing something special at 6:40, and that is an Ask Me Anything. So y'all get in here early. I'm going to start the stream at probably 6:20 and wait for people to come in. And then at 6:40, we'll start our AMA pregame. And then 7 o'clock is the tip-off from the Target Center. Hope you enjoyed it as we enjoyed bringing it to you. I thank you all for coming in, showing some love, and checking out the broadcast tonight. We'll see you tomorrow for some college football beginning at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Good night, everybody.
Snowman on the mic, no mistake, he elevates. Play by play.
The pitch. We're going to drive into deep center field. Miller back at the track, looking up. See you later! Go, Danny, go! 30, 20, 10, 5. Good night, touchdown! Unbelievable!
Formation in motion, handoff McFerrin, running off right tackle, and McFerrin is loose! Goodbye, baby! 20, 10, 5, touchdown!
And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss! Put it in the book, and that's a Spartan winner!
Vision, precision, lifting hope. Every word is the mission. Ambition with his queen by his side, no division. Just fusion.
The preceding has been a presentation of Snowman Sportsnet, a division of Snowman Multimedia. For fans, by fans. All heart, all action. Good night, everybody, and thank you.